Hello and welcome to Jewels of Wisdom. Now this week I'm going to be going through some ideas and some concepts or some methods that really need to be incorporated into any training program. Now over the weeks I've been talking a lot about the mind, but now I'm going to look a little bit more at the physical as well, and how you can actually use these concepts, these methods, these components to actually improve more than just the aesthetics, more than just your strength, lose weight and get fitter, but these can going to have some really interesting benefits that maybe you weren't actually so aware of. Now before we do, I want to help you understand. I like to educate people about understanding how this works and the reasons why I believe this is the best way to get fitter, faster and stronger and perform at the very highest level, whilst also preventing injury and getting the results you actually want. Now, years ago, I actually ended up having some knee pain. Now, this knee pain was gradually got worse and worse to the point where it was actually meaning I was struggling to even walk upstairs, get in and out of a chair. It was actually really sharp pain across my knee. So I went to the physio. I went to many physios who all checked my knee. They were stretching it, giving me exercises to do, taping it, all sorts of ideas, the usual things that physios do, and potentially in many cases actually work. But for some reason this wasn't actually helping me, until I came across one of my former colleagues, and they actually took a bit more of a global approach to what was going on. They didn't just look at the local area. They actually had a very good idea of the chain between the knee, the bits that were above it and below it, and actually found out through testing and assessment, really good evaluation assessment, which is always really important, they actually found the problem was stemming from my lower back. Now my lower back naturally has always been quite lordotic, so it has quite a nice hyperextension in it, but I'm also quite hypermobile there as well. But what they discovered, that when my back was slightly out of alignment, it was then referring into my knee. Now this is why I believe when it comes to anything, whether it comes to injury, chronic pain, or even your fitness, you need to look a little bit more globally at the whole body. So this idea of the weakest link in the chain, what we call the kinetic chain or the human movement system, which is a combination of all parts, all systems in the body, including the muscles, the nerves and the joints, need to be working effectively together. But finding the weakest link, pulling that out and then strengthening that is going to make a big difference to the results you get. Now, what is this type of training? Well, it's a thing called integrated training. And this is something athletes use and understand very well in terms of making sure that each type of exercise you do works on all the components in the body, but is made up of many different components in the exercise program. And this includes not just your strength and your flexibility, but many other elements which I am going to share with you over the next few weeks. But when you do this, when you train in this integrated way that affects the body, which is integrated and works together, no one area works by itself, you get much greater results. And you're going to, because your muscles, the fibers in the muscles are going to be recruited more effectively, because the nervous system is sending those messages in a much more efficient way to the muscles, the joints and the rest of the systems within the body, means the effect's going to be greater. The fibers are going to be firing much more efficiently, so you're going to experience things like much better hypertrophy, so muscle growth. You're going to get stronger, faster, have more endurance, you're going to get leaner, all these things, but you're also going to do so in a much safer way, preventing the risks of injury. Now, I hope that has been helpful and useful to you today. So please stay tuned to see what those components are going to be over the next 4 or 5 weeks. I'm going to be sharing them with you, and I really look forward to seeing you there. But in the meantime, if you could like this video or share it with people you think could benefit from this, I'm going to take you through, as I said, the next few weeks to bring you into the new year and moving forward much fitter, healthier and more higher performing you. So thank you for joining me. Like I say, like and share and subscribe this video, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.